I've been seeing a lot of people complaining about the autofocus in the new Canon G7X Mark III, but I'm curious just how it stacks up against the competition. So let's jump right in. So I have 4 different cameras lined up here. Canon G7X Mark III, the Sony a6400, the Lumix GH5S, and the Osmo Pocket. I know these are not on the same scale of cameras. They are completely different beasts for completely different things. But I am curious to compare the autofocus across all of them. First of all, everything you see in this video, except footage that is explicitly from a different camera that's marked on the screen, is shot on the Canon G7X Mark III. So I want to do a couple of tests here, first just with the Canon camera. What you're seeing now is that the camera is locked onto my face and it knows where I am, and as I move around, you can see it's definitely tracking my face. So I'm going to first leave the frame. It should snap and focus on the background, and I come back into frame pretty close up, and we'll see how long it takes to find my face. Let's go. And it's a little slow. There it goes. All right, took a few seconds, but it found my face. So that's what it looks like by itself, but I am curious to see how it stacks up against other cameras. Is this actually that much worse than other cameras? Is it a whole lot better? So for each of these cameras, I've set them on the same aperture, 3.2, and that's because the Osmo Pocket is just a fixed aperture at 4, and I figured 3.2 was close enough to 4. So throughout these tests, pay attention to the background here, because these lines on this cabinet would do a good job of showing whether the background's in focus. So you are now looking at the Canon G7X over here, Sony a6400 over here. They are both tracking my face. So as I move in, and as I move out, the Sony does an incredible job of keeping up with my face as I'm moving. Canon definitely slower to respond, but it does find the focus. It does find the focus in the end. Next up, Canon G7X against the Lumix GH5S. Again, 2 totally different cameras, but this is just for fun. So as I move in and back out, which one's doing a better job? As soon as I step away, the screen gets really small and I have a hard time seeing it. It's hard to tell from back here. Moving in and back out. And last up is probably the most ridiculous of the comparisons, Canon G7X Mark III against the DJI Osmo Pocket up here. Again, this is not really a fair comparison probably, but I wanted to see what was going to happen. As I move in, I can see the Osmo Pocket is tracking my face. And back out. That screen is so small that I honestly cannot tell what's going on from back here. And back in, I do see that it's tracking my face the whole time. And back out. So here's the thing. This test, like most of the ones I've seen on YouTube, are actually pretty contrived examples. There's another thing to keep in mind here, and that's that if you tap on the screen, it actually autofocuses almost immediately. So if I get in really close and then tap on my face, it focuses. Yes, it could be improved. It could probably have assumed that a face should always be in focus, but really, I don't think it's actually that bad. So at the end of the day, are there cameras with better autofocus than the Canon G7X Mark III? Yes, absolutely. They cost a lot more. Does this autofocus work well enough for most normal usage of a camera? Yes, it does. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below about whether you think the autofocus is good enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.